Welcome to the show after the show today with Figura Obscura Father Christmas. If you haven't watched the primary show, the main show, to watch that, link is in the description. But check this out. So we've got our beautiful Father Christmas. So we got all this packaging. And one key thing that happened in the main video, let me get all these pieces over here. There's a lot of stuff to get on camera. This is a more casual show, folks, so not as much editing, not crazy over-the-top Jonathan, who's a nut job. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. You're the truest of the true fans. How about that? Look at all these accessories. So when I did this review, and I was totally done, and I forgot this thing fell on the floor. It's a totally different belt. So if you're watching this, you get exclusive, never-before-seen stuff. This is actually feels really good in the hand. It doesn't feel like a cheap plasticky thing. It feels like, you know what it feels like? As I keep trying to say what it feels like. It's almost a fake leather in a good way. It's got the belt buckle, which is having a hard time lining up here, but it's a fully functioning belt. And I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with this thing because you don't really get anything from this brand. Like they're awesome, but the only instructions is, hey, heat this thing up. So I don't know if it's supposed to be an alternate to that belt or it's supposed to act as something else, maybe to hold what? The drum? Where's the little drum? This? I don't think you can fish this because I noticed that the chain hangs on one side and then it's got that little hook. Like you could hang it off of him, but you can't. So the belt also does not fit. So it's too tight to hook this, by the way. So that's not really an option. So I don't know. I think it's just supposed to hang off of him. I think I did that right. But this belt, I want to know, is it just an alternate route for that thing? Because it did pop off a lot when I was doing the posing. So let's just check this thing out. And the real question by the end of this is like, is this guy gonna be, is he gonna live on my shelf? I think it's gonna be one of those, I mean, the intention of that is that with other stuff, like maybe, you know, I get these like random characters that you could potentially keep all year long. This guy's holiday themed, so I don't think it's as obvious. It's not as, I mean, well, what am I trying to say? I'm so stupid. I think it's kind of obvious that this guy really only needs to live there for the holidays. But does he stay here all year long? No, I don't think so. He's just a Christmas time boy because he's got to go back to the North Pole. It seems like maybe it is specifically the right length to go around his waist as a real belt would do. So I'm not really sure why they would include this one and the other one. And then of course, yeah, you get this extra, the long flappy things. You would just take it, I would assume. Probably best case, just push it through this belt. I don't know. I can't get it. Let me know in the comments for the folks that are here. What's your favorite thing about this guy? A little drum set, the little fox. What was your favorite part of my video? That I forgot to do this piece and had to do it here. Look at that. That looks good. That's actually maybe nicer by doing it this way than the other route. But I want why. Whatever. So you have options. Somebody was like, hey, we got this other belt from another figure, maybe. He's so good looking. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. This is definitely a holiday theme. I have other figures like the Gremlins. I have Gizmo and Stripe from the Christmas version of Stripe with the Santa Claus thing on. Those are just holiday things. So eventually, as we get closer to Christmas through November, this is going to be changing up. I got some Christmas sweaters to put on some figures and things. We'll try to have some fun again this year like I did last year. We're all about having fun in this channel, and you can do whatever you want with your figures, right? You don't need people to tell you how to do things, but you should do, no. This is a very high quality figure, and if you can't tell from the video, the first one or this one, then I don't know what to tell you, folks. I need to get a better camera or something, because this guy is spectacular. I've done one other Mythic Legions. Hold on, I'll show it to you. This is the only other Mythic Legions figure I have. This is, what is it? Lady Averona, which is pretty neat. It's a video I've done earlier this year or something. It's cool. It's fine. For the price points, if you're buying directly from them versus buying third party, because it ends up being like $50 if you buy it from a third party seller. But if you can buy pre-order, like, I don't know, 6 months or a year in advance, which is crazy, but you get this stuff for like $34. This guy I bought from Nerdzoic, so I did pay the third party prices. I don't know when he went up for pre-order, but oh man, it's just so good. This is absolutely a holiday item. There's no questions about it. The other thing I didn't do in the other video was set up this backdrop, which I even talked about. And generally I remember to do that, but to use the backdrops in my videos whenever they're doing the posing, but it's fine. You know what? Does he scale well enough? Probably. I mean, if it's sitting on the shelf and this thing's kind of like in the background, you give it enough space, I think it's going to look pretty good. See, that's nice. But I love that they do this. It's not the only figure I've seen them do this with. Mad Hatter has that one about, it's from a Edgar Allan Poe poem or something. And it has a backdrop like that. It has a gorgeous grandfather clock in it. But folks, this is a no-brainer. I mean, the kind of concept of this video is just to be casual, have some fun. They have to adapt. These things are going to change over time. There's going to be something a little bit special that I got to bring in and make these videos a little bit more than just like whatever this one is. So this is just the first time. It will evolve just like my other channel did, and we'll have some fun doing other things. But at the end of the day, the idea of the video is that, like, will the figure get a spot on my shelf? And some of them won't. Some of them will just rebox and they're done. And I'll explain whether that's because I just don't care enough about it or something. I'm sure I'll turn one of these sections into like a holiday Christmas thing and get some turtles and stuff back into some Christmas sweaters. But yeah, he absolutely deserves time on the shelf, even if it's just for the holidays because of his design, obviously. But it's a pretty fun way to kind of have a Christmas item that is still in our collector space. It's not the little tiny Christmas houses. It's not decorations in the tree. This is something a little different. So I think you could deserve to put this guy somewhere else in the house and just have it on display for the holidays. But folks, look, thank you so much for watching. This is just a casual, fun little video. Like I said, we'll evolve this thing into something else. Let me know in the comments some ideas. What would you like to see come to these after show videos? Some of the things that I will talk about afterwards would be like, you know, his head pops off a lot easier than I thought, and doing it through the posing segment is when you really find out. It's kind of easy to knock his head off. So that is a gripe, I guess. It's not the end of the world because it's still pretty good, but not something that I would have covered in the other video because I do the posing stuff afterwards. But folks, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this new channel. Let me know what you think we should be doing here because I want to have some fun, but there's going to be some extra things to talk about after a full review. Anyway, we'll see you next time.